Okay, so this is video number 1, and we're going to run through the first 6 tasks on how to set these websites up in WordPress. So we will refer to our website checklist here, and number 1 is to log to the WordPress dashboard, example.com/WP admin. So we need to log in very first. So all this information will be found in Trello for the specific website. So we're in Trello and you've been added as a member to set up this particular website, californiacoral.org, and we're going to start and set this up. So you will have access to this card and you'll be able to follow along in these instructions. So our first task can be found, and all the tasks can be found on the full instruction video page, and that is this page right here. So task number 1, log into the WordPress dashboard. So here we go. The login page for California Coral is located here, and we'll click that. And this should be pretty standard stuff. Our username here is Tyler, and we'll log in there. And our password, and you can just copy and paste this information and we'll log in. You can save it or you don't need to save it. That's fine. So we've logged in, so now we'll go to step 2. In the WordPress dashboard, go to Settings General. Fill in the site title and tagline refer to the card in Trello. So we're going to go in the WordPress dashboard and down to settings, and we're going to go general. In here we have site title and tagline. So at the moment it's just my WordPress blog, or it'll be something random. We need to fill in the site title and the tagline with the information given on the Trello card. So we look at the Trello card for californiacoral.org as the example. We've got our password. The website topic is music. The site title is how to sing better. So we can just highlight that and copy it. And we can replace it here, and you can paste it in however you wish to paste, how to sing better. And the tagline is California Coral. And the tagline there, and we paste that in there, and then we'll see what we have next. Make sure that the WordPress address URL and site address URL are using the HTTWWW version. If the site is set up with HTTP//example or site name, we want to change both of those so it's the www version. So if we look at this particular website, we can see the WordPress address URL. It's already set up with the www, so that's fine. And the site address is already set up with the www, so that's fine as well. As a quick note, if you do come across a website that you're setting up, and under the WordPress address URL and site address URL, it does not include the www version, so http:// site name like this. We want you to add in the www version. However, keep in mind when you do this and you save the page, you will be logged out and you'll need to relog back in. So we'll add it here and just show you www. And this has to be the same for both. So we've added the www.site name in there, and we're going to scroll down and hit Save Changes. And you'll notice that you are logged out. So in order to continue working, you'll have to head back to the Trello card and find the password again. And you have to log back in order to continue working. So just a note that if you do change the site address, if you need to change that to www version, keep in mind you will be logged out and you'll need to log back in. For the most part, most websites that we set up will already have the www version, so you will probably not need to worry about this, but keep in mind you will need to log back in. The next thing to do is make sure the email address is admin at the website name. So if we jump over to here and we look at the email address, we've got admin at californiacoral.org. So that's set up properly. And then lastly, click Save Changes. So we'll scroll down and just make sure that we save that. Okay, so those general settings are saved. We change the site title, the tagline. We make sure that we're using the www.version, and we made sure our email address is set up properly. So we will move on to task number 3. In the WordPress dashboard, go to Settings, Reading. So WordPress dashboards under Settings, and we're going to go to the Reading column. Click Reading, and make sure that for each article in a feed, show full text. So for each article in a feed, we want the full text button to be included, which is good. And the second part, under search engine visibility, make sure the box is not checked for discourage search engines from indexing the site. This should not be checked. So most of the time, this is not checked, which is fine. There are some times when you will come across and this is checked, so we do not want that. So uncheck that and click Save Changes. Moving on to number 4, in the WordPress dashboard, go to Settings, Discussion. Okay, so we'll go back to the settings and we'll go down to Discussion. Under Common Settings, choose, in the default article settings, uncheck the option Allow people to post comments on new articles. So we don't want any comments on any of the articles, so we're going to uncheck this, Allow people to post comments on new articles, and we'll scroll down and hit Save Changes. So we're moving along very well. Number 5, in the WordPress dashboard, go to Permalinks. Under Common Settings, choose Post Name. So we are going to go down, Discussion, we'll go down to Permalinks, and we need post name to be chosen. So we're going to highlight post name, and we're going to scroll down and hit Save Changes. And our last one for this first video, in the WordPress dashboard, go to Users, Your Profile. Okay. So WordPress dashboard, we're going to go to Users, and we're going to go to Your Profile. In the name section, change the first name to either admin, webmaster, or editor. Change the display name publicly as the new first name you chose. Make sure that the email under the contact info is admin at the website name. So sometimes we'll come down here and the first name is not given, or it's a name like Tyler or something else. So we want to just make sure that this is either admin, or it's something like editor, or it's something like webmaster. So just choose one, whatever you feel you want to use, or switch it up every once in a while. And then the display name should be either admin, webmaster, or editor. So we want the display name not to be a person's name. And we'll make sure that the admin email here is admin at California Coral, so at the website name. And then we'll scroll down and we hit Update Profile. So now we've got webmaster as the profile. So that's the first 6 tasks on video instructions number 1. Finished.